We obviously try to make them not so clinical. I know, yeah. This is a room geared for younger kids, obviously, the puppets, the small little kid furniture. So the problem with this room is that it can also be very distracting for a kid, right?
Yeah.
So some kids do fine in here, some kids need a room with less stimulation. So we can offer that as well on a different floor, but this is, you know, with the puppets and the dolls, there's different ways that kids can start to be comfortable and open up about what happened. The room next to us is a Sancho therapy room. So there's a little bit less distraction, a little bit. But there's also a specific kind of therapy that we use. It's called Santry therapy. There's these two, and then this one underneath is actually a big one. And the way that it works is that, you know, the groups we run, like the yoga and the expressive arts, we do those because not every kid or teen, I say kid a lot, and I mean teenagers when I say kid, not everybody responds to the same kind of work. And so talk therapy works for some, art therapy works for others, music therapy works for some. I would so personally be like totally stressed out if somebody put me in art therapy because I'm not like that creative at all. So talk therapy would be great for me. Writing would be good for me. But the Santry therapy allows kids to tell their story in a different way. So they can use the Santry and then they can use any of the miniatures that are here to kind of tell their story. So a really kind of clear way to demonstrate would be for them to demonstrate that this was me and this was the user. So that's looking at the size and the positioning, they can start to tell their story and create their story in a very visual and, you know, tactile way. So it's just another way that kids can engage, because not every kid can talk about what happened. Not every kid is helped by talking. So there's different ways that we can do it, and Santry therapy is one of them. You can see our little yogis board. We really do try to provide support for kids in any way that's going to be helpful to them. So this is one of our therapy rooms. We'll go down the hallway, and you'll notice that we have a lot of stuffed dogs.
Oh yeah, I was for that.
Yeah, so this is Corey. Corey is the mascot sort of for our court program. There's a program, there used to be a program called Corey's Courthouse. It was a book that taught kids about court. There was an interactive website that was probably made when you guys were born. It was really old. So, but he's kind of our mascot. And so we have these dogs here, and the first time the clients come, they get to take a Corey dog home. They also get to take a handmade blanket home. These are donated to Boost and to a number of other children's charities by a group called Project Linus. Do you know Linus from the Peanuts? Charlie Brown.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So in Charlie Brown, there's the kid that drags around that dirty blanket. That's Linus. So Project Linus makes these blankets, and they donate them to hospitals and other charities, and we are able to give a blanket to every kid that comes as well. So just a comfort item. In the front, where you guys came in, is our donor recognition wall. And this is, this recognizes all of the individuals and corporations and foundations who provided donations or funding for the Child Needs Advocacy Center to open. Without the funding from the Sheldon Inwantesh and Lynn Factor Charitable Foundation and the Rogers family, they were really the founding donors, and then everyone else kind of came after them. So we recognize our donors here. The piece was created by graduates from OCAD, the Ontario Academy of Art and Design, and it's cool, it's very striking, people comment it when they walk in, but my favorite thing about this piece is that when they made it, they kind of made it for little people. So as we stand here, we look at this and we look at the backs of all of the animals, but you guys have to do it with me. But if you come down and you're small, you actually see their faces.
Oh,
so
that's really cute.
So that was just sort of them being mindful of who we work with. And although not all of the kids and teens that we see are little,
there's Alex from Madagascar.
Nice, my favorite is Mr. Incredible in the bottom corner. He's holding up the whole thing.
Oh, I just realized. That's really cute. And it's like, and even like the helicopter and everything, it's like angled.
Yep, they were very, very mindful when they were making this. And it's just really funky. I mean, it kind of looks different than any recognition wall I've ever seen. Again, we've got comfortable waiting spaces. It's not clinical, it's not stuffy, there's stuff for the kids to do. Especially when kids are here for investigations, they can be here for several hours. And so they don't always spend a lot of their time up here, but if they do, we have, you know, games and activities and books and videos and video games and TV and food. We have dinners in the freezer, because, you know, investigations happen when they happen, and it could be over a meal. So we try to provide anything that will